I asked him about it, and he said he was sort of hesitant. He said, gee, I don't know. He said, you're doing pretty well right.
Few fans ever imagined that the man who defined Gunsmoke, James Arness himself, once felt the urge to walk away from it all. For 2 long decades, Arness embodied Marshal Matt Dillon, the unshakable lawman who stood tall against outlaws, chaos, and the passing of time. Week after week, he gave America the image of rugged stability, the strong, silent type who never faltered. But behind the badge and the calm voice was a man quietly struggling with exhaustion, repetition, and the heavy price of fame. The show had become such a massive success that CBS refused to let it fade, and Arness, bound by loyalty and contract, kept returning year after year, even when his heart wasn't always in it. By the late 1960s, after hundreds of episodes and countless long shooting days, Arness had grown weary of living the same storylines over and over. He loved the cast and respected the legacy of the show, but the routine drained him. The production schedule was brutal. Early mornings, long nights, and constant retakes under the blazing California sun that stood in for the Kansas plains. His character was beloved by millions, yet Arness himself was a deeply private man. He didn't crave stardom or publicity. He preferred solitude, nature, and the quiet company of close friends. Fame to him was never a blessing. It was a burden that followed him everywhere. There were moments when Arness confided in a few close colleagues that he wanted to quit, to step away before the role consumed the rest of his life. He feared becoming trapped as Dillon forever, unable to explore other sides of himself, as an actor or as a man. Producers, however, knew that Gunsmoke couldn't survive without him. To them, Arness wasn't just a star, he was the show. Without his steady presence, Dodge City would collapse, and the entire Western legacy that had captured American hearts might crumble overnight. They persuaded him to stay, sometimes with higher pay, sometimes with appeals to loyalty and tradition. Still, Arness carried that quiet conflict inside him. While audiences saw a brave marshal standing tall in the face of danger, behind the camera stood a man quietly questioning his purpose. Yet even through fatigue and frustration, he never let it show on screen. His professionalism never wavered. His performance remained as strong as ever. When the cameras rolled, James Arness became Matt Dillon again, steady and unbroken, because he knew what that character meant to the world. As the years passed and Gunsmoke became television history, Arness finally made peace with his decision to stay. He realized that he had built something far greater than personal fame, a legacy that represented strength, justice, and endurance to millions of Americans. His desire to leave was real, born of human exhaustion, but his sense of duty to the role was stronger. In the end, James Arness didn't just play Marshal Dillon, he lived him, carried him, and in many ways became him. The man who once wanted to leave ended up defining an era, proving that even those who grow weary of the spotlight can still leave a mark that never fades.